Hi everyone, it's Dean Riley and I'm carrying on my ShiftMS takeover for September. Today I'm in the offices of the MS Society Scotland at Rathel. I'm going to be interviewing a few of the guys today and I'm starting off with Neil Somerville. How you doing, Neil?
Not too bad, Dave. Delighted to have you here.
It's a wee bit awkward, a wee bit nervous, a wee bit...
I think because we're kind of cuddling up close, you know.
I know, it's intimate.
It's very intimate.
Very, very loving and supportive here in the MS Society. But just want to have a wee chat with yourself. Obviously I've met you a few times now through the fundraising and coming into the office for various reasons. What I wanted to do today was to give people a bit of an understanding about what you guys do. You do great stuff, you are passionate about it, and obviously with sometimes with big organisations, big national charities, people don't see that. You know, they see what they see in the press or the glossy magazines or the leaflets and things like that. They don't actually see the guys that really put in their time and effort and things like that into stuff. So I wanted to share that with people today. So we'll go through a couple of wee questions here with you. So
quick fire.
Quick fire. I promise no tricky ones.
That's it.
No capital cities or anything. We'll stay away with them.
I'm not bad at those as well.
So just wanted to talk, obviously your name Neil Somerville, and what is your role at the MS Society?
So my role here is Policy, Public Affairs and Campaigns Manager.
Brilliant. And what does that involve? Because obviously that's quite a big title.
That's it. Well, I think it just involves having the longest title in the organisation. So it covers a range of things. So a lot of it's kind of like influencing sort of stuff, doing stuff with parliamentarians, MSPs, putting in responses around new areas of policy to try and reflect the needs and views of people with MS and the MS community, promoting a lot of our campaign stuff as well and trying to get that off the ground in sort of awareness raising sort of way.
Brilliant. Well, certainly, obviously, I can't sort of speak for everybody, but one thing that I've been quite proud about is the stuff that you guys in your email campaigns. So when there was changes with benefits and things like that, we had the campaign where you could fill in the sort of pre-populated boxes and it went to all our MPs in your area. I thought that was phenomenal, and it gave, for me, for the first time as a guy, a voice and being able to do that. So obviously as I say, I can't speak for everyone, but thanks very much for getting involved in doing stuff like that, because it certainly, I think, made a difference in it, even if it, not even saying if it made a difference with the Parliament, but with regards to, as a person living with MS, I felt like I had backup.
Yeah, and that's something we always try and do, is make sure that the voice of the MS community is really coming through and everything. But we couldn't do a lot of that stuff if people didn't get involved in it. So people like yourself and others who are willing to take the time to put in those responses and really get involved.
Yeah, brilliant. What is obviously within that role? I'd imagine it's very varied and you know, must be very busy as well. Is there any parts of it that's your favourite? Is there any favourite parts of your role?
I think the kind of bits for me that really make it like worthwhile, so to speak, would be, you know, when we get the wee bits of correspondence coming back from folks saying, you know, this really helped me in maybe a difficult time, or like, it's great to have you guys speaking up for us and being a real voice there. And a lot of that is the times when we've done big pieces of work as a whole team.
Yeah.
And so one of the great things about the society is that you kind of get the feeling that everyone's really pulling together. Everyone's really singing off the same hymn sheet and really working as a cohesive team. And it's great when those pieces of work really come together and we get that good feedback and you can kind of see the impact in someone's life.
Oh, brilliant. Do you know what? It's obviously we're coming into the office and visiting. I get to see firsthand the commitment and the passion that you guys have got, and it's great to be able to try and share a bit of that with the public and stuff as well. Do you have any sort of hopes for the society, and maybe even for people living with MS over the next 12 months, 18 months? And do you have any sort of set goals or things that you'd love to achieve or see change?
Well, I think everyone in this society has the same kind of ultimate goal, which is to stop MS. That's the thing which everyone's focused on, the real target is on. And you know, you kind of look back 15 years and you look at the development in treatments and the way support and disease modifying therapies, that sort of thing. You know, it's night and day to where we were 15 years ago. and there's so much exciting research going on just now. A lot of it funded through the MS Society, a lot of it happening in Scotland, which is so great to see. I think a lot of the work we do, kind of, certainly from my point of view in the meantime, is to try and make Scotland and the rest of the UK as fair a place as possible, and as open and accessible place as possible for people with MS. So, you know, you're looking at new legislations coming in around disability benefits. Powers over that come to Scotland. So we want to make sure that they are as open and accessible and fairer for people with MS. So that's kind of one of the big aims for the next 18 months, is really trying to influence that new piece of legislation coming through.
No worries at all. Sounds, no, it does. It sounds good, and it is. It's. Yeah, I spoke to one of the MPs recently about that, about the powers coming up and things. I think I'm invited to a meeting next week, I think, with Tommy Shepherd to talk about it. But it's great for, you know, I've done a couple of the sort of focus groups and things like that, and certainly whether you are intending to be like this or not, for me it comes across as that we've got backup. You know, whether it's via government changes or, you know, the general public, you know, accessibility to places, you do actually give that sense of almost like a big brother. You know, we've got a bit of a backup now, you know, which is brilliant. And obviously everybody's got the same goal of wanting to end MS.
Yeah, exactly. And there's, like, in terms of influencing things, there's so many opportunities just now, because I think there is an appetite to try and do things a wee bit differently here.
Do you, obviously prior to taking your role on, did you have any connection via friends or family members with MS, or was this something that you know you came into the role and learnt as you went, sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, prior to this role, I don't have any family with MS or friends previous to taking on this role who had MS, so I was pretty fresh to it. And as we all know, you know, no two people's MS is the same. You know, in the fluctuating nature of the condition as well. So it's absolutely been kind of, well, I've been here 10 months now, so it's really been a learning curve over those 10 months. Really, every day finding out new things and trying to understand more about the condition and more about the impacts it can have in people's lives.
I mean, I think that just sort of gives a great example of you know, your commitment. For not anybody else, it's difficult enough moving into a new career and a new job, finding your feet in a new sort of office environment and things. To put it in that you're having to learn about a condition as well. It must take a bit of commitment from yourself, and I imagine it's probably you've had to do a lot of reading and research and get more involved in things like that to understand things a bit better.
I mean, a lot of it comes from having so many supportive people around. You know, as I said before, it's a really supportive office, and the MS community as a whole is so supportive. There's a lot of other organisations out there helping, which makes it a lot easier to kind of pick up a lot of what the issues are and kind of what's going on.
Brilliant. Well, look, one last question with you as well. Do you have a message for anybody that's out there living with MS just now? Obviously, as in your role as you work with the MS Society, to give them, whether it be to give them a bit of comfort or hope in what you guys are all about and what you are doing.
Well, I suppose the kind of message would be to get in touch. You know, there are so many resources here at the Society, whether it's through our website, whether it's through our helpline, that if there's anyone kind of who's been particularly recently diagnosed with MS and don't know what to do next, just get in touch. The helpline is absolutely there for people to help with, and you know that will feed through to us and turn us in more campaigning sort of things. So we're here to help. So
I'll share the number on at the bottom of the comments of the video and stuff as well.
Absolutely.
As well. But listen, thank you very, very much
for
taking time out your day and meeting me. It's been a great. The weather's terrible, so it's nice to be inside.
Well, that's it. Staying warm inside.
I'm trying to change I know normally I'm doing marathons, so I'm trying to change it up a little bit. So
being
inside the nice warm, you know, wearing normal clothes and not lycra shorts and stuff.
Oh, you're welcome anytime.
I think so. I think I'm going to give this a bash and see how this does fundraising.
This could be the broadcasting career kicking.
Absolutely. But listen, thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye bye now.